Wholesale gas prices in Europe rose on Thursday to their highest level since October 2023. It follows Ukraine's decision to end the transit of Russian gas across its territory to Europe on January 1st. Moscow is set to lose over $5 billion a year, while Ukraine will lose around $800 million in transit fees. But the impact on Europe will be limited, says energy analyst Thomas O'Donnell.
It was all prepared for. It's basically all priced in. Now, of course, there's winners and losers to a certain point. Certain countries are more dependent on this than others. Slovakia, Hungary, for example, Austria. They will have plenty of gas. It's just that they'll have to pay more, like everybody else has all along.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said last month he would no longer give Russia the opportunity to earn additional billions, while its forces continued to wage a war of aggression on Ukraine's soil. Slovakian Prime Minister Robert Fico is close to Russian President Vladimir Putin. The two met in Moscow last month. Fico opposes Western support for Kyiv. Speaking Wednesday after Ukraine cut the Russian gas supply, he accused the EU of sacrificing the interests of smaller members for what he called meaningless geopolitical goals.
It will have drastic impact on all of us in the European Union, but not on the Russian Federation.
In reality, the European Union has drastically cut its dependence on Russian gas, thanks in part to a big increase in liquefied natural gas imports from the United States. Imports of Russian gas through Ukraine made up around 5% of Europe's total supplies in 2024. Some of the gas was sent on to Western Europe through Slovakia, and that explains Fico's concerns, says O'Donnell.
Slovakia was making, I think it's something like $500 million on transit fees, passing the gas across their country through their pipeline system onto others.
Before its full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February 2022, Russia's state-run Gazprom was Europe's largest gas supplier. Putin miscalculated Europe's response, says O'Donnell.
Putin portrays himself as a great Russian nationalist. Well, this great Russian nationalist just lost one of the biggest businesses Russia ever had.
Moscow's other supply routes to Europe are limited. The Yamal-Europe pipeline via Belarus was shut down in 2022. Months later, the Nord Stream pipeline under the Baltic to Germany was sabotaged. Russia is still able to supply gas to Hungary, Turkey and Serbia through the Turk Stream pipeline. Henry Ridgwell, VOA News.